Okay, so the boys are eventually gonna get sick and tired of eating like chicken noodle soup, right? In Egypt. So I thought I would make a recipe for how to make borscht, or as we like to call it, blood soup. It's not actually blood, but it might look scary to people. We're eating the blood of our enemies. We're not really, but okay, it's like an easy soup to make, and we're gonna try and make it like as much of it as possible to feed as many people as possible on like the tiniest budget. So that's what Jimmy's trying to do now. He's trying to see if we can get all this stuff and help the boys in Egypt make borscht. Yeah, it's like a soup they make in Russia when supplies are low, like in the winter, because these are all like root vegetables, right? So like they can like grow in the ground. So, and then they asked me to say like the price of things. So we need some beets, some potatoes, some carrots, some onion, cabbage, dill, vinegar, and then if you can get sour cream, it's like perfect, like right on top. Everybody has a different recipe for borscht. Some people put like pork in it. Some people put meat if they have some like scraps and stuff like that. Some people like maybe they don't have onions, they can still make it with like potatoes and stuff like that. So you can kind of interchange some of the ingredients, but it still kind of comes to the same thing, right? It's basically just beet soup. And it's like a red color, and it's sort of like tangy, like almost vinegary sort of. It's tangy, like it tastes like beets, right? The price of this stuff, so I don't know, like beets, maybe a couple dollars for some beets, like a big sack of potatoes, like $5, a couple carrots, a couple of dollars, a big sack of onions you can get for like maybe $5. Head of cabbage, all this stuff costs basically like a few dollars, right? And then the sour cream is like maybe a little bit more expensive. For like a tub of it, it's like $4. But we're trying to feed as much people as we possibly can on like the smallest like shoestring budget. So probably we'll omit the sour cream just to feed more people, right? So what you do first is you peel the onions and cut them into small pieces. And then you skin the beets and the carrots. And then some people don't skin the beets and the carrots. Like some people just wash them really well and then keep the skin on. And some people don't. Personally, like I don't care. Like I kind of like the skin on it, but it's up to like whoever's making it. And then you grate some of the beets and some of the carrots. And then I like to have, maybe not of carrots, but of the beets, like bigger chunks of beets in it too. So you got like the grated beets and then you got the bigger chunks too. And then, so you bring the broth to a boil, and it doesn't have to be like this low, like you can kind of, like you can make like a bigger batch of it too, right? So you bring the beef broth, like to use beef broth to a boil, and then you add the potatoes, and then you wait like maybe a few minutes just until the potatoes are tender because they take the longest to cook. And then you add in the cabbage, and then the cabbage is almost all water, so just wait a few minutes until it kind of boils down, and then you can add the carrots and the beets into it. And then we don't like to waste things, so the stalks of the beets, you can cut up the leaves and put it in the borscht too. And then you chop up dill. They say like lots of dill, like be generous with the dill. And then put that in, and 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and you mix it all up. And it's like blood red soup. I don't know, some people like they'll have like a can of tomatoes, so they'll put a can of tomatoes in it. Just like, it just depends on kind of like what you have on hand. But that's basically it. Like if you get tired of eating like chicken noodle soup like every day, and all you have is like root vegetables, or you're in the middle of the winter, right? And all you have is root vegetables. That's a good soup, and it'll feed like a lot of people.